All right, here's a question. Kim, what's going on with you and the Manosphere? Girl, nothing. All I do is say true things like getting a man is not an accomplishment. Being a pick me won't get you picked. Being successful in dating is not about being the most beautiful. And they get mad, they get outraged. It's been really fascinating to see how they contort themselves and lie in order to make their worldview coherent. So recently, they have fixated on my dating life. Here's the story. I ended a year-long relationship with a cheater last April. I dated around for a few months, had some adventures, and then got into another serious relationship at the end of last year in December, okay? The reality is that neither my politics, my appearance, or my profession has stopped me from getting a man, okay? Like, I've had boyfriends. Since I started for Harriet, I've had three serious boyfriends, like social media posts, meeting family, matching Christmas pajamas, all that. I've been super public about it, all of that, because I can't keep anything to myself. It's been extremely well documented. Despite that, some of these red pill Black men decided that the narrative was going to be Kim is an ugly, loudmouth feminist who can't get a man. And they decided to keep doubling down on that. Even when I've seen people go to them under the post on social media and be like, that's untrue. We've seen her boyfriend. We've seen them out. I saw one person in a screenshot say she's definitely with a quote unquote high value man. Like, I saw her at this tech event. Like, it's the whole thing. And so this has been happening. And I admit, I've gotten into the mud with pigs a couple of times. My bad. Okay. But they zeroed in on me. And what I saw happen, even after the correction, was an unwillingness to adjust the narrative to accommodate what's true, because the truth disrupts the ideology and it's just not as lucrative.
I want to pop in here and say that my frustration was not about the one-off repetition of lies. I was so mad about the creation of hours and hours of content about lies. Like, just straight up untruths. So many videos over months, repeating the lies on different platforms. Like, that got under my skin so freaking bad. Because it's like, how shameless can you're 60? How shameless can you be? And I have to say that this whole experience has really revised my self-concept. Like, I'm proud of myself. I have a resume. I feel like I've done some things, but it wasn't until I had conversations with people and they're like, Kim, they look at you as the feminist big boss. Like, you're Bowser. I'm like, what? Like, I'm King Koopa? Like, what? But yeah, like, in their construction of what contemporary Black feminism is, defeating me is like winning a championship. And it did make me be like, oh, I guess I've accomplished some things. It's very interesting when other people put you on a pedestal that you don't put yourself on. Like, thanks.
So they've been telling obvious lies about me. It's persisted for months. And then something must have happened where one particular person who was just obsessed, it's weird, decided that that particular lie was no longer sustainable. The narrative finally shifted. It wasn't, oh, Kim is ugly and loud and can't get a man. It shifted to telling new lies like, oh, she said she only dates Ivy Leaguers and he didn't go to an Ivy. I've never said that. Another lie, oh, he doesn't make six figures. Untrue. Oh, he's not cute. False. I'm superficial. What's another one? Oh, nobody knows him. Actually, what I've learned over the past few months is the fraternity men are everywhere. You see them everywhere. So again, bold, obvious, stupid lies. And then after all that, one of the self-proclaimed leaders of the Black Manosphere, who is particularly obsessed, like in a weird way, DM'd my boyfriend on Instagram and Facebook talking about some, why are you talking shit about the Manosphere? here, like really like trying to start something, insane stuff, desperate stuff. I'm gonna put up the screenshot, but also like a little bit concerning. And so the sequence of events has obviously been really distressing. It's been annoying. It's been frustrating because I am not used to men who are 20 and 30 years older than me orchestrating blatant lies and harassment, like reaching out to my boyfriend who is not even a public figure, who only has a couple hundred followers. Like it's strange. It's strange and it's new. For all the years that I've talked about dating, for all the years that I've talked about love generally in my love life, I made a video years ago with an ex-boyfriend where we talked about our relationship. I brought people I was kind of sort of dating on and like made little videos with them. Right. That kind of escalation is a completely novel experience. And so I let that anger live in my body. I've talked to lawyers about it. They said, Kim, what are you going to get from this? You sue and then what? They don't have anything you want and you have something they want. But what finally snapped me out of fixating on it was one night my boyfriend, who honestly has done an incredible job holding his mule, because I understand there's a natural instinct to defend me and to defend himself, right? And one day he sent me this video and said, look at this. For context, the primary orchestrator of all this does not appear on video, right? He talks all that shit off camera, which is crazy. And so my partner showed me this video shot recently. It's an interview with a man, the obsessed one, okay? The obsessed Manosphere man, okay? And this time it was camera on. And he was sitting there in the flesh across from an interviewer. For the first time, I could see his mannerisms. I could see how he put himself together. I could observe his body language. And when I tell y'all, I was so embarrassed after watching that video. I was so ashamed that that was the person I had dedicated that much mental energy to. Y'all, it was every stereotype that you have about those men, just cringy up and down. And so since I saw that, I've had no desire to engage or go back and forth or defend myself from lies, because it's like, yeah, if I were you, I'd hate me too. Right? Like, seeing that allows me to depersonalize all this stuff. It allows me to take a step back and view it all as data and see really clearly the foundations of that ideology are not sound. That's where the lies come in. And dude, the stuff about my dating is just it is juvenile. It is so high school. I can't even believe that but you know, it is what it is. But I see that they are grasping at whatever is available to them, or what they think is available to them, so that they can piece together some kind of brotherhood. The proliferation of those ideas, it's a mix of nihilism, it's loneliness, it's opportunism. And no, we can't just ignore it. This really is a public health crisis, because they don't just talk amongst themselves. You know, I can take it, okay? I chose this job. So I can deal with silly lies about my sex life. I can deal with lies about who I'm dating. I can deal with lies about the events that I throw. But we see other women get stalked, harassed, degraded. Girls get killed. That's an emergency. It's a big deal.